Hi guys, tonight we're making a Reishi tincture. Here's the Reishi mushroom. Isn't it beautiful? Reishi is a polypore. It does so many things. The Chinese would call it the fountain of youth because it's so great for the body. So great. When you see it out in the wilderness, in the forest, it can grow on living trees or dead trees. It's a polypore mushroom and it's soft when it's fresh, like corky and flat, with a red varnished, like kidney shape cap. So here you can see it's like a red varnish. That's not varnish. That's what Reishi looks like. It's beautiful, eh? Look at it, how shiny it is. On the bottom, depending on the age, it'll be white to brown on the bottom. Just really goes for, the age. So it grows in hardwood trees, um, maple and oak. It's a great one to be harvesting right now. Is a good time for it in August. Like I was saying earlier, they call it the fountain of youth. So many benefits. It helps fight allergies and asthma. It's a really good anti-inflammatory. The properties are great, and it's used occasionally with patients with Alzheimer's and heart disease. This is based on the idea that the inflammation plays a part in each of these conditions. So it's really good for dementia and Alzheimer's, anti-inflammatory. It's great to lower your cholesterol. It reduces the amount of oxygen that the heart consumes. So it can really lower the cholesterol. Why can't I talk tonight? It's so late. It really can lower the cholesterol. It helps balance hormones and fights diabetes. Imagine that. No wonder they loved it so much. It has cancer prevention to it too. It's been used in treating cancer. My favorite thing and why I'm going to make a tincture tonight is for cognitive disorder, because my brain seems like really slow lately, like la la. So I'm looking to bump it up a notch. And it's also great for respiratory conditions. People suffering with asthma or bronchitis or chronic respiratory conditions, reishi is the way you want to go. It reduces irritation and eliminating the allergic reactions from the part of the body by preventing the release of histamine from the mast cells in the body. Reishi is a really good allergy medicine. So this is my first time getting it this year, so I'll have it available. I'm going to tincture it tonight and show you how it's done. And then I'll have some of this available in 6 to 8 weeks. So it's really good for high blood pressure too. Hypertension is one of the most common and prevalent problems in the world today. And cardiovascular disease, they're major killers. They really are. So it's good for that, the high blood pressure. It'll help with that, to regulate it. This is a huge immune booster. That's why the Chinese medicine called it the fountain of youth. Because it is loaded with antioxidants, the key components to keep the immune system nice and strong. Beta glucans is one of the most effective things in it, powerful for the immune system. Yeah. Oh, it also helps with insomnia. It'll relax you so you can sleep better at night. Rheumatoid arthritis. Herpes and cold sore treatment works great for that. This has such a long list. Slows premature hair loss and balding. Imagine that. So that's a good one. It combats depression. So it really helps with depression. It gives you a big amount of energy when you're taking the tincture. It eases skin problems. Um, it will help you shed excess weight. And it's really good if you've had any radiation damage from radiation. This is one that you should be taking. Now, did I say that it promotes hair growth? It does. It promotes hair growth. So that's just some of the things that the Reishi does. It does way more. You can Google it and do a little research yourself. So you can see how it has that shiny, looks like a lacquer on top. But it's not. That's just nature's perfectness. So let's get to the tincture. So I've got my pieces broke up to pretty small size pieces here, because they're going to puff up once I put the alcohol in. See how I've got this labeled? Reishi 2022 August. So I know what it is, because I get so many tinctures in there. I definitely need them labeled. So we're going to put our pieces in. I like to fill it about quarter full. I get a mason jar, sterilized and nice and clean. I'm going to put all my pieces in of my Reishi. I'm going to be very smart and fast in my brain after I start taking this. This is a joy to have this Reishi. Love it. Let me just put those little pieces in there too. Now we're just going to add the 100 proof alcohol. I'm using 100 proof vodka. So I'm going to fill it up right to the top, covering all of the Reishi mushroom. Usually one of these big bottles that I'm pouring out of right now is the perfect amount for the 1 liter. Yeah, look, perfect. Perfection, just like the Reishi mushroom. So that's it, and you can see how it's actually soaking up the alcohol. Can you see the bubbles? The Reishi is actually soaking up the alcohol. So this will go down a fair amount. It's up to here right now. If I look at it in a couple of days, the alcohol is going to be about to here. But this is going to be puffed up too, because it's actually absorbing. I can feel it. It's absorbing the alcohol. So in a couple days, this will be full. Like it'll be puffed up. It's like a sponge. So it'll be full. The Reishi will be bigger, and I'll add more alcohol to it. If you can see closely, I don't know if you can see the bubbles. See how it's bubbling? It's like a sponge, because this is dehydrated. My Reishi wasn't fresh, it was dehydrated. So it's soaking it up like a sponge. So I'm just going to move that around, make sure that there's no air bubbles in there, which there is air, because I see the Reishi soaking things up and little air bubbles coming out. But that's okay. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to cap it. I've labeled it, said what it is when I tinctured it, and that is it. Now, if I can remember, I'll shake it every day, which I probably won't because I'm too busy. Don't worry if you don't shake it. And this alcohol will start to turn like a brownish red. After 6 to 8 weeks, that'll be ready. I'll keep it in a dark, cool spot, my tincture cabinet. And I will let this one go for 8 weeks. And then I'm going to take it and be very smart. Yeah, so that's Reishi tincture. Fountain of Youth. Beautiful.